Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Knowles Tarot. Welcome to your weekly reading. Hope everyone's doing pretty good. So this is going to be your collective message. It's going to be your current and your future energy. We're going to be looking at that with the Prism Oracle, the Gilded Reverie Lenormand, and the Hermetic Tarot. I'm going to get a message from the Lenormand overall Oracle message to see what the general energy is. And if that resonates with you, then we'll look at your current and future energy with the Prism Oracle and the Hermetic Tarot. Please excuse me. I can kind of hear myself. I just kind of mostly a little bit woke up, but excuse that in general. Agua, water. Other than that, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. For new visitors, thank you so much. I do hope you stay. I do hope you enjoy. And for returning visitors, welcome in. How you doing? Good to see you. How you been? How's your family been? I hope you guys got good rest. To everyone in general. Hope everyone's eating well, staying healthy, all the beautiful things. Yeah, so let's go ahead and look at your collective message, the current and future energy for you. Also, we'll be doing something a little bit new towards the end. So stick around for that. Let's see here. Looking for the Gilded Reverie Lenormand. General energy before I read any cards. I didn't feel much, but I was getting Magician energy a lot, and that's been going around a lot. The Magician's been going around like the flu. Hopefully there's no flu going on around anyone. I'm trying to knock on wood, but I'm inside a car. There's wood paneling out. Hopefully. But Magician energy, and also Tower energy, but in a good way. Like restructuring something, but in a good way. Like something may have come down, but it's this is the rebuilding part. It feels, but I don't know. Either ways, let's get into this and see what's up. To see, this is gonna be from the Reverie Lenormand. It's sort of almost like the past, where you come from, or come out of, or come through, with the Lenormand, and so yeah, let's see what energy we get from there. To see if this resonates, and this is your reading, and also if this does resonate. Most of it can, most of it cannot. You just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. It's a general rule of thumb. So yeah, let's see what's going on with the Reverie Lenormand for the collective. Oh my God, the lilies. Whoa. Okay, the lilies. This card is one of the harder ones for me because I usually need the book for this, but I don't know where the book is. But I do know it's the King of Swords, and I do know it's about a long-lasting energy, because lilies usually last for a long time. So the growth process. So this could be something about a growth process you've been going through. That's probably one of the longer cycles, not a short lesson, but maybe a longer lesson. So it feels like Saturnian. And King of Swords being Aquarius, that can be Saturn energy, also Uranus energy. So long with Saturn, there's lessons and long big lessons, long growth. It's hard to say, but then there's also Uranus being innovative. So it almost feels an older, wiser energy, and then with the Aquarius energy, almost the Fool in that. So refreshing, renewing. So you shed off that old skin, but you still have the same wisdom in your mind. You go off in a lighter energy. Almost if you cut these flowers, if in any situation where you need to cut them and display them, you would cut them off. They would still look as beautiful, and they would show the entire growth, that whole process. But it would no longer be in the old environment that it was in. Something like that, because it's not going to be in the soil anymore. It's going to be in a vase, displayed somewhere. So it's you have all the wisdom, all the knowledge from the old path you've been on, but now you're going maybe in a new environment, new path. Um, but you still have the knowledge from before. King of Swords also rules like history too, so like that's so like knowing, having knowledge of history, but I don't know, there's something different here now. I think this card's number 30, I can't tell because it's all scratched up. Um, but 33 is a number of birth, with the 0 there is like, I don't know, for me, zeros have always been like amplified. They like amplify the energy, they make it like larger, so like, I don't know. So this is like a birth, but it's like something major, something larger. I don't know, I really need the book for the lilies sometimes, but I don't know. This is the energy that you might have been coming from. So maybe leaving an old environment, but it's been like a longer path. There's something deeper, longer about the lesson that this has been. Man, there's not much else I can tell with that card. But yeah, let's move forward. If you feel this is something that you've at least been in, and this is like an energy that you can relate to, because yeah, something about this will be. When I say longer lesson, what does that? Yeah, no, there's so much going to my brain. I can't even like process what do you say in that regard, because it feels like reflection too. So like maybe like you've seen this path or pattern, or like some of those lessons you can like see reflected no matter where you go. Okay. Yeah, it's like sometimes you'll let's say, oh yeah, because there's also been like it's like a deep rooted energy of like childhood, I almost feel too. So it's like you are made aware of an energy like in your childhood, maybe like through your parents or through relationships through siblings, right? So like you have a relationship dynamic with them, and then as you grow, you meet different people and see different environments, but sometimes they carry some of the same energy that you've known since like you've been a child. Like sometimes you like attract like the energy that you're like familiar with. So you can deal with different people, but they can still have like the same energy as like your parents, like your siblings, or it's like still have the same energy as like people you've known from like your deep roots, or just like I don't know. It could be like just a universal karmic thing where like you just deal with people with the same energy. So it's like, yeah, you've been growing in a lesson with that, where like you've met with the same energy multiple times, but now it's like. And I was getting that reflection energy was interesting because I was getting the stained glass mirror behind there, and like you can't really see your reflection on these things because they're like colored. It's like a different type of glass. It's like it's not really see through. And it's also not like reflective, I meant to say. So there's something about that where like this dynamic got like you've seen so much of this dynamic that it was even hard to see yourself at some point. Like it was hard to like reflect, and I don't know what that's about, but it just seems like with the lilies now they're in a vase, so like they're in a different environment. So now you've been removed from that cycle. You're no longer having to struggle with that, it seems, but it seems like this has been a main topic. And I don't know why, but we'll get into your reading now. On the bottom with the Prism Oracle, we've got magic. I told you there's a magician energy, a lot going on. And and it's cool because the purple energy is sort of matching up there. So purple could be an important color. Speaking of deep roots, I mean, I don't know. I was gonna say there's a lot of purple. My mom's favorite color is purple, so I mean I can personally relate to at least the deep rooted reflective energy. Maybe you're reflecting over your roots and your past and your childhood as well. And with the lilies, it's like now you've grown. And 30 could be like, with the 3 and the 0, that 0 amplifying it could give mother energy for sure. But the King of Swords comes out, so it's still very, it's like masculine energy, so it feels balanced. But at the same time, it just feels like you're carrying deep-rooted energy, but at the same time, you've grown a lot, for sure. Alright, so let's see. The collective current and future energy for those who are here today. The collective current with the Prism Oracle. That one's stuck to the finger. Cleanse. I like that. In the current. Cleanse. After I just took a friggin' swig of water. Swig of water. I don't even know how to spell that. Surrender at the bottom. That's cool. We had that in the last reading. As the future. Could that focus? There we go. Sorry. So that's good. That's nice. Cleanse and surrender. Cleanse mostly though. We came out the gate talking about that purple energy, and this is a blue card now, so it's cool because blue would come like right before purple. So it's like in your current, you're like a step. You're like just a step before you're about to birth into something beautiful. But this is like we're taking a step back now in the current future, in the current energy. And this is maybe, this is actually, yeah. This thing is balanced. It's even. It's in the water, so it's more reflection energy. Like you can see the other half from where you're standing. So it's like maybe you're in a different place now, and where you're standing, you can like see where you've come from at the same time. But with cleanse, you're like you're washing something away. In the blue energy, see, it's like emotions. Can be released, but then water is also very powerful. It's both life and it can create both life and can create death in a very strong way. So yeah, it's like whatever you're doing is in the current, maybe creating a death in a part of you, getting rid of something, but at the same time it's creating a whole new life in you, which is really good. Got strength at the bottom, very cool. And blue card plus this red card would make purple. So that is very interesting. So this cleanse plus strength. So if you, while you're cleansing, it could take a lot of strength, but that's really what's going to push out, like, the best diamond, like the pressure involved in all that will push out something very beautiful. But right now you're going through a cleanse. We'll get into tarot for sure to see why you're cleansing. But it just definitely, yeah, there's a cleanse going on with you. Could be raining where you are. There's also frog energy within that with the cleanse. But yeah, I mentioned, like, I don't know, you could be coming out of a sickness, out of a cold. You also could just be coming out of something that felt toxic. If this is like energetic, like you're cleansing yourself from that. Yeah, we'll go forward and see what we get from that. So yeah, that's the current energy for you. Cleansing, that's good. Wash your hands of it. It's interesting because I am filming this on this Sunday that I am uploading it. Just been a long week, but it's funny because like this is like considered one of the Lord's days, and there's plenty out there, but this is like the Lord's Day on Sunday apparently somehow. I mean, I know why, but it's early morning, so I'm being facetious for no reason. I feel like it's part of the Capricorn moon dealio, but yeah, so it's just funny. So cleansing on a cleansing day, on a religiously spiritually cleansing day, just I don't know, it feels like whatever day you're watching this, or just whatever day that it is, it's just you're definitely, it has the aspect of like starting anew. It's like with that Aquarius full energy we had earlier, it's like starting fresh, starting anew, really releasing, shedding, but then also you're on your way to something new. There's peace at the bottom. Look at that. I told you the Jesus energy is here. Something about Jesus. Go read your Bible or something. Excuse me. Let's see. So let's see what's in the future for the collective. cans are in the future for the collective. Oh my gosh. It's like 3 that just flew out. A bit of frustration at the bottom. Yeah, that was me trying to like shuffle. I was frustrated. The future energy for the collect. Oh my. That's really cool. You got magic. And it was really cool because it came out in the, I think, caution and strength and ideation at the bottom. Caution and strength. Strength came out earlier, which is interesting. There's caution now just to prepare for any environment. Let's say expect the unexpected. Now this is giving me big brother energy. That's hilarious. But magic comes out, and it came out, and it's been coming out. It came out in the last reading, and the energy's been floating around a bunch. Of course, magician energy was floating around before it actually came out in the cards. So it's really, there's almost an energy of like you can trust in the process, trust in the magic, trust in the faith, because I don't know, like it's like you guys have really good gut feelings right now, really good intuition for something, but there's like an equal balance in that. So it's like if you have good faith, good trust, and you have strong intuition, there will be a lack of maybe physical proof, physical like you may not see the results of it in your forefront just yet. And that's like the balance of it. It's like you can't have the faith and also the proof at the exact same time, because then what would be the need of the faith? You would be able to see it. You wouldn't have to strengthen that part of your faith. So this is really important right now, to trust in your magic, trust in the strength, trust in your gut feeling. I feel like I said that. You just heard my stomach when I said that? Yeah, that's hilarious. Probably not. I don't know if the mic picked that up, but yeah, trust in your magic, trust in your faith, because there is something important about that. And we were just talking about the blue and purple energy. So this, and technically, according to like the color process, blue and purple are like, I would say like the ending of the color spectrum, right? Because blue and purple come last, but at the same time, purple is like an amalgamation, or it's a mixture of red and blue. So like red and blue are technically sort of first and last, and then purple is like, I don't even know what you would call it. It's like the beginning and the ending of the color spectrum, because it's a mix of the both. So it's like you're coming to the ending of something, but like we were saying, or like I was saying, at the same time, you're beginning something. And that energy's been coming around a lot. So this could be a major ending and beginning for you. And it's like trusting in the fact that the beginning is coming, because I don't know, something really cool is starting for you. And with this Lily's energy and the fact that there's a lot of blue and purple, it's like this is like a long time coming for something that you've been really wanting to start, or really something that you've been wanting to start up for you, something that you've wanted to do, something that you've wanted to create. It's like it's been a long time coming, and something that is coming for you. You just see in the future. I don't know if I even got to that, but just a future with magic. It's like in the future in the future, this is when this starts. This is when like you get. I'm almost looking at that little dot in the beginning right there. It's almost like this is the light at the end of the tunnel. It almost feels like. So you're approaching the end of the tunnel. You're approaching the beginning of whatever this is. And it's like finally you're about to see a little bit of physical proof for the start of whatever this is. Yeah, let's get into tarot. Not the magician at the bottom. And the 5 of swords. Oh my god. And the Ace of Cups upside down? Hell no. Let me fix that. Let me fix that for you, babe. I don't know what the 5 of swords is doing here for, but maybe this could be about the magician defending his own, but the magician at the bottom. Very cool. I did shuffle these a bunch. Oh, there's anger movement. Just one card. Okay. Oh, I got cards sticking together now. Oh my god. sticking together. Okay, so I just needed to like work that out in my mind. So sticking together, maybe Five of Swords, sticking together. It almost feels like what do I feel? It's almost like civil war. It's almost like within your own home. Maybe if there's like not cliques. That's not the right word. It's like the opposite. It's like the exact opposite of what a clique would be. So it's like a group, but like a healthy group. It's almost like maybe you're like in your own home or in your own town. You have like groups. It's like you have to be together in like a big setting with a certain group of people, but it's almost like you're divided in a sense where like you are strong with a certain with like a few people, but then like you also may have like differences with the other half. It's given like it's given like Democrat Republican, but not, not political. It's just like social. Um, so maybe you just may have differences, but like how Democrats, like we still all have to be in the USA. So it's like no matter who you are, you still have to be around people you may have differences with. That's what this energy is giving with the Five of Swords. But like the Magician, it's like you're on the half of the side that's like working to create, working to do something. I don't know what the other half is doing. If I were to ask the card, oh, okay, Six of Swords is okay. So I mean, it's like you're still moving forward. If you're, I don't know, if you got the Magician and the Five of Swords, and the other half of this energy got the Six of Swords, it's like your energy is magicianing and working hard to. With the five, it's like stand on your own, walk the path, and it's like you're working through the issues. You're like you're looking at the issues to solve them. But if they're on the end of the Six of Swords, it's like they're working just to move forward. They're working just to get through the water by any means necessary, which is interesting because you would get that from the Five of Swords, but I'm not getting that now. My gut is telling me that you're looking at the issue to solve it, and they're on the other end. It's like they're just trying to move through it. Like they're just trying to go around it. They're trying to find their best path around it. But for some reason they're giving me Titanic, whereas you're giving me like a ship that actually makes it through the storm. Um, it's very interesting. I wouldn't get that normally, but I don't know. That was just a random side note for whoever needed that, because that came out for some reason. So, anyways, we're looking at the current and the future. And current, you have cleanse. Current, you have cleanse. So, I just wanted to see what is the cleanse about in the current energy. What are the cleansing? What is that? Oh, the Four of Swords almost came out too, but we had the Page of Swords. And the 10 and the Ace at the bottom. There's so many swords. So this is definitely of the mind. Look at what came out. The Page of Swords came out. Yeah, this is the energy, first of all, of like renewing, shedding some skin, going to like more of a lighter energy. So you're letting go of a lot in the current and moving on to a lighter energy. But this is also sword, so it's air. So we're still talking about the Aquarius energy. It's not the Fool, but it feels like the Fool. But the only difference between the Fool and the Page of Swords is the Page of Swords has a message. The Fool is learning. It's about to go learn what their message is. About to go learn what they're almost like about to go learn something. And the Page of Swords has learned it. What the Page of Swords is about to do now is probably move on to the Knight and then the King and Queen, which are so I was thinking the difference between the Fool. The Fool is going on like a larger scale journey, and then the Page of Swords would move on to a more specific journey within the mind. So moving on to the Knight, King, and Queen of Swords would mean, and look, you literally do have the King of Swords here now. So it feels like you're on a more specific mission. You're not just on a big scale. You're not going to go on a big scale journey now. You're going to be going on a little bit more of a specific journey of the mind. This is now starting with the Page, so now you had to, or it could go both ways, where you're going on a specific journey and you're starting off with the Page, or sometimes I even get it where it's like Um, the King of Swords is like, King and Queen of Swords are almost last, and then they give their message, they give their wisdom to a Page of Swords to go and spread that message. So like you could be either leaving a big cycle or going into another big cycle. Either way that goes. Um, the main message here is that you are cleansing, you're letting go. You could be cleansing your mind, letting go of things that have like plagued your mind, but then also rebuilding a new mind, which is that tower energy I was getting in the beginning. Because there's life and death with that water, so it's like whatever you're releasing, letting go of, you're also making space for something new. Um, the water, excuse me, the water and the air, and also pages rule the earth energy. So water, air, and earth altogether feels a lot in this specific energy. Water and air. Mm. Excuse me, because I don't know what the hell in the world is plaguing my throat. But you could have throat chakra types of issues or energies going on right now. But the water and the air feel a lot like a storm. Sometimes it could feel like depending on the energy you're working on, it could feel like a nice day on the boat where it's like windy and there's water. But also at the same time, it could feel like a storm. With the earth together, it just makes me feel like a little bit of a storm. But maybe this is that energy we were talking about of you bracing the storm, going through it, working through the issue. And now since you've done that, and even like look at the Page of Swords putting the sword down, it's like now that you've done that, you can lay that to rest, whatever has been on your mind, because now it's like you're no longer, for this part of the machine, you may no longer need the mind, may no longer need to like rely so heavily on it, because now you're going to be relying on more so your intuition, your gut, your faith, because it's almost like in your magician energy, in this magician energy, you've been using the tools you need, and now the tool that you need is your faith, is your inner sight. Um, but yeah, in the current, it's just like you're cleansing that, because it's almost like a sword you use for battle, and now this sword is all bloodied up, all dinged up, all like it's got a bunch of dirt on it, and so now you literally have to like lay the sword to rest so that you can get someone to clean it, or so that you can clean it. But it can't be used at this moment because now there's a different tool that's needed, anyways. So it's like I don't know. This may come through in a sign, like any universal sign to you, where it's like, yeah, literally, even the Ten of Swords, bloodied, all dirt, all dinged up, and then you got the Ace of Swords at the bottom. It's like, this is your sword, now rest it so we can clean it and give it back to you nice. So yeah, I don't know. The current energy is very rest your sword, cleanse yourself. Oh yeah, and rest your sword and cleanse yourself, like maybe like a retreat, a vacation, or just a bit of like a rest of the mind, or just the rest of yourself physically, so that you'll be prepared to utilize your gut feeling. Now it's giving the energy of like using the bathroom, releasing, so that you'll be able to, have a stomach that's prepared for more. I don't know. That's a weird. That was a weird thought, but whatever. Alrighty, so with magic in the future energy, what's magic about? With the Magic Tarot, we got the magic. You got the magic. You got Queen of Cups. Very cool. There's some of that water energy. There's some of that water. So now Queen of Cups and magic together gives me Scorpio coming from the Queen of Cups. So, and we're just coming out of Scorpio season as I'm recording. We are now in Sag season. So then it comes out with the Seven of Wands, so defending your magic again. With the Queen of Cups, with magic, you're utilizing your emotions for sure for this magic. because this is the Queen of Cups, so this is like nothing but water. And the Queen of Cups, those rule Cancer naturally, but with the magic energy of the purple, it just gave me Scorpio. Um, but the queens, they create, they hold within, they nurture, or they, it's not that they create. Well, yeah, it's all creative, but it's more so like creating without using your hands, which is double entendre. There's a little bit of a sexual energy there, but also definitely like also just like not able to control with your hands, not able to touch it, to manipulate it from the outside. It's something you have to trust your inside to do. You can if this is like a pregnancy energy, it's like, or if this were a pregnancy analogy, you could eat good foods, get good rest, exercise. I'm not sure what's I haven't gone through a pregnancy, so I'm not sure what's the best. I have to you know people probably would know more, you probably know more than me. I'm not too sure, but eating the right foods, getting the right rest, you can control it that way, because then your insides are then prepared to work the magic it needs to. So it's like you're doing your set of magic, and what you're doing, even though you can't see the results of it, even though you can't manipulate it, you can't see the results of it happening on the outside, you can trust that whatever's happening is preparing. Um, it's like player one, player two. Like you're doing your setup so that player two is able to succeed in the best way and work their magic. So maybe this is a cycle where someone else is working magic. It's interesting because like you've been the magician this whole time, but maybe you've got like, because it feels on many levels, it could be like a partner you know of that's helping you out, or it could just be like spirit guides, the universe that's also playing player two as well, where it's like you do your job and it prepares them well to do theirs. Um, but you're all working magic at the same time. But there's something really cool in the future where with the Queen of Cups and this bird down here, I just saw it. I don't know if it's called an ibis. I can't remember, or if it's a crane, or if I'm missing it just completely. I could be, but it's whatever it is. It gives the energy of birth, and like maybe like a stork as well, like that energy. So it's like giving like, but at the same time, the stork doesn't even give birth to the baby. There's a whole process. It's like the universe, the sky births out a baby, puts it in a nest. Then the stork has to be there to pick up the baby, drop it off like Uber Eats. Like it's a whole situation. So it's like you are a key part of this process, but there is still a process. There's like the universe that has to give birth to it, the thing that has to pick it up and deliver it, you who has to go up to the door, and then there's there's a few things involved. But as long as you do your part, you'll I don't know, something feels very successful, very new, very joyous about this. Is like whatever this creates is gonna really make you definitely feel very good emotionally, but at the same time it's gonna make you feel like renewed, happier. There's like, it's gonna cause growth in like a really good way. It's gonna make you feel strengthened. It feels like with that Cancer crab energy is gonna make you feel strong. Um, it almost feels like, I don't know, just a lot. There's a lot of birds out here as well, so like, taking flight takes you to new heights. It takes you, I don't know, that water energy feels like going from like a lake or a pond to like an ocean. So it's like it really gives you more options. It makes things like larger, deeper. It really fills things out the way that water does. So I don't know. Adding depth to your life too. Seven of Wands, Three of Pentacles, and the Fool. There's definitely the Fool energy here of renewal, and but still being very smart. It's not like the Fool by default, where he's just jumping off with no knowledge, just as he should, so that he can be empty, just like the Cleanse energy, so that you can be empty for more information, but at the same time you've got like a storage container back there. You got like you know those big office, those gray things that are like really loud, and like you click the little button, pull the handle, and it slides. Those office, um, those and they're metal. I can't think of where they usually are, but I think I saw them a lot in school. They like be like in teachers' rooms or like whatnot. Those types of drawers and containers. You got one of those back there, and it's full of the files and information and the knowledge you have from the previous, journey and whatnot. But you've got space for new things, and you've got a lot to learn, and you've got, I don't know, the universe just has so much good to give you, so much new information, so much good news. It feels it's really cool. There's a lot of good news, a lot of good things coming your way, and you are now making right now you're making the space for it. So you can trust and believe that when the future energy calls to you, when you're moved forward into the future, as you're ushered in into your new path, there's going to be a lot of good things coming your way. That's really cool. That's really cool, and it's all because you've done the work. You've learned, So it's really cool. It's like this is a good return for the work that you've done. That's really amazing. It's really amazing. Just that's the same way that like when you grow these lilies, this wasn't a lily when you put it in the dirt. It was just a seed. Look at how like much it's grown. That's really beautiful. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah. So this has been your current and future energy. I hope this helps. Before we get out of here, let's see. Oh, yeah, I'm not sure which deck I wanted to use, but let's see here. Let's see. I'm not sure how long I'll continue to do this. I just want to try it out for a little, like for like a few of the readings. But I wanted to do a thing where at the end of the reading, I wanted to choose a commenter or comment, because I appreciated you guys commenting recently. It's really helped in a sense, more than you guys know. So I really appreciate it. More than I'm able to explain, I was going to say. So I was going to say I'll pick a commenter from the last video each time. I'll like do like random commenter, pick your name. I'm able to find one online. I was going to say I'll pull from a hat, but I didn't have the time to set it up this morning, but I did the random commenter picker on like a website. I was able to go through like the YouTube video from last time and pick a name. So if you like, you can leave a comment so I can pick your name next time on the next video. But I wanted to try out a thing where I picked the comment from last time, like a person's name, and just pull a card to give you like just a little bit of information, a little bit of an extra part of the reading. It's like it can be like an energy you're thinking of, or it can be like a continuation of just something you need to hear right now. So I was able to pick a commenter from last video, and the name that the website chose, and this is from like, if you look at the videos in process, this is the last one, so I don't remember the name of it, but it was something about a magical energy shift. So if you commented on that video, I was able to scroll through those comments, and so the commenter I picked from that video was Iris Hernandez. So thank you so much for commenting, Iris. I appreciate it. This card I'm going to pull from the Prism Oracle is what I'm feeling, so I'll pull this card for you. Thank you so much for commenting, and again, if you want to, if you'd like me to choose your name next time, if you want, you can go ahead and leave a comment on this video. And I forgot to say, I knew I forgot something. Make sure definitely to like the video, share, subscribe, comment definitely, and notifications. If you want a personal reading, info for that is down below. We're still doing our fall special. I got a few more left, so if you want a free reading for any question, 10 minutes, you can, my email is down below for that. But yeah, this is going to be your card, Iris, for your extra information as well in this reading, just for you, what you need to hear from the Prism Oracle. Very cool. We got the cleanse card too, which I know is a blue that it's almost a blue that you'd probably be fond of, Iris. So let's see. Oh gosh, it's like a bunch that just flew out. Just one card, Spirit. What is something that Iris would need to hear right now? Alright. Ooh, so we got movement at the bottom. We got, oh hunger, and this is yellow and green. They come right next to each other, but we got hunger for you. Very interesting. Hunger. This is a space. Ooh, and this is, we were almost just talking about having a space that needs to be filled, and leaving the space to fill something. So maybe you've left. Wow. Oh. So it feels like, Iris, whatever you're doing, you're straight up. You are already, like I feel like you've done a maximum amount of work. Because the point of this cleanse energy to come into, the point of this is definitely to clear space for something new. That's what we've been talking about this entire time. And it feels like you've cleared so much space that you're literally hungry, in an energetic, metaphorical sense. Like, you've cleared so much space that you are ready for the maximum amount of like whatever the universe has to offer. And then the universe, as above so below, the way it balances, it's like you've made space for a lot, and the universe is going to bring you a lot for sure. Especially with that movement at the bottom. It's like, and movement gives me 8 of Wands, where 8 of Wands is always like, for me, it's like there's movement for sure, but there's always a balance to things. So it's like, if there is movement, there's also that equal amount of non-movement, of the time where you have to trust your gut, feel the energy, and then take movement, then take action. And that's a lot how like the 8 of Wands feels to me, where like wands are fire, their faith, their gut feelings, like we've been talking about. So it's like, if you want to make movement, if you want this, like in a bow and arrow, if you want to take your shot, you can trust your gut that you're gonna make the right aim, take the right shot. But at the same time, you also have to pull back. You have to draw out the arrow. You have to aim it. You have to, in like a split second sometimes, but you have to really like pull back and really trust your gut, and then let the arrow fly. So that's how movement works too. It's like the universe pulls back, you pull that arrow back, you take that gut feeling, you aim it, and then you let the arrow fly, and then trust that it'll hit the target. So there's just a lot of energy of like, this hunger right now may feel it may feel like that moment where it's like the bow is being pulled back. So it may feel like you haven't hit your target just yet, you haven't hit exactly where you're looking for, but you can trust and believe that, just the same way that like you, a skilled archer, it feels like, just in the same way that you, and maybe in the past it took a longer time for you to aim the bow, to pull it back, to do all the whole process. But now imagine Katniss Everdeen type shit, like who else, the Green Arrow, who's another archer, I can't think of many of them. Friggin' the Sagittarius energy, which is I think the season we're in right now, very interesting. So even in that, you're definitely on target, you're very skilled, and it's like, now at this point you can not, I was gonna say shoot the arrow, but like, you can shoot the arrow. You're a lot more skilled, so you can do it a lot faster. And in this moment, it may feel like you're in a drawback stage, but it's only going to be a split second before that arrow is then released, and you're able to fill the space with what the universe is going to bring into you. I hope that makes sense. It's like you're maybe just in a drawback, and a bit of a hunger, and a bit of like I really want something to begin. But trust and believe that you're on target. You're also you're not only on target, but you're a little more skilled and a little more advanced than even those like around you, and those even on like a similar path. You're still a lot stronger and a lot more ahead for some reason, and it could be because of like how long you've been doing it. And even if not, it's like the value of it, it's like the weight of whatever you've been through. It's granted you the ability to be as strong as you are. And it feels like it's just like in a very advanced strength. So yeah, that's very cool. I don't really get that energy much, so that's very nice. Faith comes out. That's very, very important energy. Okay. In general, if you're still here, for everyone, I hope this helps. Thank you so much for being here. Again, all the things: liking, sharing, subscribing, notifications, commenting, private reading information is down below. And yeah, make sure that you guys get good rest, drink a lot of nice water, or any water you want, and then I don't know, eat well. Happy Thanksgiving, or I'd say Happy Thanksgiving, but it's just a weird holiday in my brain. Happy Food Day, happy day of thankfulness, just in general. But yeah, you guys have a great day, and thank you guys so much for being here. See you guys next week. Bye, guys.